Okay, welcome to Drone Corps Command. This is the hub development. When the player enters into the main menu, they can select a new game. It will then end up here in their hub. This is where they get access to controlling different parts of their character's loadout before they deploy into a mission. The hub consists of a drone repair bay where they can fix their mech or their drone, whatever you call it, after a battle. You can see the health is indicated here. In fact, this wrist is going to be the general display of kind of the things you need to care about in the game at a glance. So really just the 3 cores you'll have equipped into your inventory to use in your arm gun, and then the status of your mech, any debuffs that might be applied to it, which I'll get into shortly. So anyhow, the research facility over here is where you can pick your the 3 cores or customize your 3 cores. Let's go over there real quick. We teleport over here when we open up our core thingy. We'll be able to place it in here. Well, after I scale this down to human scale, I'll be able to place the core in here and then use some kind of steering wheel type turn thing to hook up each one of these like power supplies basically to the core, and then once it's hooked up into the right position, that configures it, and then you can place your hand on the table to inject that power into your wrist. Let's go back out to the main hub area, and I'm just using the simple pinch command that's used in the Oculus or the Meta Dash for clicks on through the widgets. The repair bay here, when a player gets here, the first thing you'll notice is that I don't rotate in the correct direction. It's something I need to carry over and teleport. Okay, so we have the mech. Now this is how the mech looks, or the drone looks after a battle. You'll see that there's some little red whatever things here, targets here, and that represents areas of the mech that need to be repaired. When you do a diagnostic readout, there's different types of repairs that need to be done. And each one of these will basically be a sphere-based puzzle that needs to be solved. The fractured nanocore, you'll have to place pieces of the core back together. The leaking fusion core, you'll have to seal parts of the core that are leaking, and each one of these is kind of a debuff tied to the way the mech performs. So I'd have to use some kind of repair tool here on my arm. Microparasites, you'll be able to pick little bugs off and toss them away or squish them or something like that. Acidic residue is going to be a power washing game, where I'll basically have to power wash this thing, get all the acid off. And then harmonic interference, we'll have to spread crystals kind of equally aligned around the sphere. They'll all be bunched up in a location or something like that. And these puzzles are inspired by the Half-Life Alyx hacking puzzles, as well as sort of a loose interpretation of some other mini games in other games like Warframe, or a variety of fishing games, things where you have to spatially align things or hit the right timing, or they're fundamentally rooted in those some of those classic puzzles. And then the arm itself. So alignment plays a role in the repair bay as well. And we have here an arm that can move up. And you'll see the scene capture component updates. And it can move down. And I'll probably have a much easier to use joystick controller here when things are set up. And then we can also move this thing left to right. So let's go over here. And let's see if I can line up to this guy. And that once that's lined up, we'll have the diagnostics reading of the type of puzzle that it is, and then the health of the core itself, and then moving around to fix whatever the problem is. And then last but not least, we will go to the reconnaissance area, and the reconnaissance area is your map room. And then back here in our map, we have a description of the different levels you can go to. I'm keeping things simple for the demo and having one map, probably just with 3 different difficulty levels, but for the sake of the demonstration here, we're using micro gestures to move the map around. So here's, you can see my hand here is using a micro gesture. And it'll tell us the different types of threats that are on the terrain. It'll give us a little movie playback of some of what that level looks like. And then geohazards, and in this case a geohazard is just some kind of terrain-based hazard that could influence the operation of the mech or the drone, that could do some damaging things. Volcanic activity, earthquakes, sandstorms, anything like that. And then of course this will tell you the type of damage that aliens could do to your mech. So that is the state of the hub. Back down here. And I will update more as progress continues.